Is he on a strong right now?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the elevator clip? I'm not a fan of this style.
I thought this was the one you first wrote.
Yeah. It doesn't show it on the thing. I wonder if she sent something separate. It's not the because you have to.
Well, if we can send it back to you, right?
I'll show you.
I don't like
So I'll explain it to you. And if you want to swap it out, I'm not sure. I don't think I got it. So here, this is correct. This is the correct size and everything. It's this thing here. Here. So this is all good. And whenever we add prompts, see how it's everybody, we want to keep it as even as possible, right? So I just added one, so 6 to like 4 to 5 or whatever. So this one off perfectly fine. This here is this is called alligator. Okay. So it makes it easier to put the prompt lower on. There's a possibility if you're using this for corrections. I'm not sure if you're aware of prompt callers just come on down. Were you aware of that? So prompt callers in general just come on down. Okay, because like these things weaken over time. So what I like to do is I always use the same prompt when I remove it. So when you wear them out, you only wear out one.
Okay.
And then you just take that one off and put a new one, right? So that's fine. And that happens with any prompt caller. Over the course of 10 years, I've had these come undone maybe like 5 times. Okay. Now with the alligator clip, this increases the chance of it coming undone.
Okay.
If you wanted to have security, what some people do is they'll carabiner like this here to like a flat ball. Does that make sense? So like even if this did come undone,
Yeah, it's still connected to the platform.
correct. Now, because you're not using the prong for it's mainly e-collar, the concern would be if we're doing solely prong, you're constantly correcting with this, that would increase your chances even more. That's why I said it's not the biggest deal if you have one e-collar. And you know, and I'm swinging more to the side of use your e-collar to press out and not the prong. So technically you're fine. Okay. So it's up to you. A standard prong collar is just like yours, chain without this part here. Okay. And like I've had clients who have like arthritis and stuff, and they can't undo these. So I tell them to use these. But you know, this is personal preference. Otherwise, this is perfectly fine. Okay. So here.
I think we'll order another one too.
Good. Good. So I'm going to do is see if size difference here for these. Yeah, so for this size, like these are like more so for like the mastiffs, big old 150, 30-pound bodies and stuff.
My son got that. He says the muscle shit.
Sure.
This is he wanted. You know what he wanted? He wanted a. Hey, D, what's the name of the crazy dog that Gardner wanted? The one that they use to.
What's the one that?
Oh, the Malinois?
No, that's German Shepherd, like, but it's somebody.
Oh, we want a Belgian?
Yeah, Belgian.
Yeah. And the guy said, no, you don't want that.
Yeah, it's good. Because if you get one of those guys, they go crazy. So these are extra.
Okay.
And, oh, I think the box is extra.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had mine with somebody. They said, are you serious? Are you crazy?
Yeah, no, you don't want one of those guys. All right, so he's all fitted with the new collar here. How's he been this week?
He's been good for me.
How about for you? Were you able to work with him?
I did.
Okay, how was it for you?
I did. He did fine. I worked with him twice, I have to admit, but he did fine both times.
Okay.
I work with him twice a day. Every day.
Every day.
On top of the poop and pee walks.
No, he did really good, actually. I had a young kid, like a 35-year-old, come by and stand in front of him, and she or he, I can't remember, wanted to like come up, and I said, no, we're training right now.
Sure.
I want, you can stand here and talk to him, but I don't want you to
Sure.
come up. And then other dogs sort of passed right by him, he sat. He did sort of, look, and then he turned around and he was fine.
Okay, what was the number we were working with?
It was 40.
40?
I think.
Okay. Is that what you're at now?
Yeah.
40? Okay, cool.
Okay.
Now, he got a little confused with me because I think he's accustomed to you. He walked, we did our walk, and I told him he was free at some point, so he wanted to use the bathroom. But he never really, it didn't connect. So I don't know what I did wrong or not. I had to do it twice, like to tell him he was free, so he could pee.
Gotcha. Okay. The what? Treadmill? Oh, got delivered? Sweet. We got another treadmill.
Do they use it?
Yeah. We got one right
I
there.
saw that one.
Yeah.
So how do you get
I just
them
ordered
to-
a bigger one.
How do you get them to use it?
Just turn it on and put them on there.
And they realize, they know how to,
In the beginning, they're usually a little bit nervous, so we help them out. But these are working out really well.
oh, really?
So I got a bigger one because like Sykes here, he's too long for that.
Yeah.
So
So you just use that for like exercise?
yeah, because we used to we do pack walks, but now that it's getting fall and winter, it's gonna get too cold for that. So now we're getting treadmills. I'm hoping to get about 5 of them,
Oh.
so we can exercise the dogs. You can wait for Corey or Enrique. Okay, so the stay's looking good here. He's scooting. So what I was thinking of working on today, if everything was going well, was recall. Want to do that?
Okay.
Okay. Now recall is a 2-person exercise.
Oh.
So you'll be working today. Do you happen to have them on leash?
No, we only had the.
No, I have the tractor mode.
Okay.
It's about 25 feet.
Okay. So if you go on Amazon,
Yeah.
you want to get a 30-foot,
Yeah.
8 to 12 bucks, that you can. Okay. So we'll use ours right here.
And I told you I did this a little bit. I just dropped it.
Gotcha. With the stay. Oh, actually, we're gonna swap out yours. Because this is a 2-leash exercise. We'll put one of ours on because this floor gets very furry, despite how much we sweep. We're gonna swap your leash for this one.
Okay.
So that yours can get all get furry and stuff.
Oh.
You said 30 feet?
Correct. Who's gonna do the first batch of recalls?
What do you want?
Just so she get used to the recall when she's ordered the
I'm ordering. Anything else you have to get?
no, you're fine. Just one long 30-foot leash, be 8 to 12 bucks.
Yeah.
And over by you guys, I don't know if you've walked over by like Grant Park. If you go down over the Metro Bridge, and instead of going down, you go to the up and left. And there's like those baseball diamonds.
You told me about
Yeah,
that.
that's a great place to practice.
Okay.
Sign like it's huge.
Wide open.
Yeah, so people you might see someone with their dog there, plenty of space to like have your own spot and work with Sykes, okay?
You know where he's talking about?
So, this is not the overpass that goes to the, Soldier Field.
No, instead of going down and right, you go up and left.
So am I going to 12th Street? And,
Where are you making the crossover? Is it like north of 12th Street or is it down near 18th Street?
No, it's right, so you go to Grand Park, right?
You know what I'm
so
saying?
you're
You're already
going
in Grand
north.
Park.
Yep.
oh,
And
okay.
then you cross over the bridge and then you go down.
Instead of going down, you go left.
Okay, you cross over the bridge and go left.
Correct.
So it's the baseball field between Columbus Drive and Lakeshore Drive?
So, yes, somewhere right there.
Yeah,
I think I know where it is.
If you, so you cross over the bridge, you see the dog park right there?
Yeah.
Right, so instead of going down and right, you stay up and left. And you're gonna hit, I think it's Columbus.
Yeah.
And then you'll just walk up Columbus.
Yeah.
And then you'll see it. Like
Okay.
it's.
I know where you, I think I know where you.
Yeah, it's right there in that little area.
Uh-huh.
At the end of, over by the Food Museum or anything like that, you've gone too far.
No, this is where they would have, the festivals and things you're talking about.
Right,
Typically,
right.
Okay, we'll figure it out. But we have a garage, you know, it's got cars in it, it's a shared garage, but it's enclosed, that's as long as this. So we could do recall.
You can park in there as well.
Yeah, okay, but it's good to get him out, I understand.
Yeah, there's squirrels and stuff, he's got prey drive, you can use that. So I'll have you go ahead and take the e-collar, and you're gonna take the end of your locking chair, and I'm gonna show you two things. So, here, with your leash, I'm gonna show you how to use this. Where do you hold your remote in your right hand?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you're gonna do is put the handle here, and loop it over your thumb. Okay, like this. And then you're gonna have your e-collar here, with your remote, right here. And you're gonna have these three fingers free. Okay? You have your hand here, left hand, and drape this over your left hand. Okay, so you have your remote here, fingers here, right? And when we're doing this exercise, when Sykes is coming towards you, you know, use these fingers to just throw down the leash like this. Okay? So he's going to be running towards you, right? You have a 30-foot leash, and as he's running towards you, you just want to throw this on the ground. Okay? Just to shorten it. When you're done with that, you're going to take this over your finger and close your hand up. Okay? So this acts as a secondary lock. Okay? The reason why you want to do this is if Sykes takes off, you're holding your leash like this, you're going to rip it and burn your hand. Or break it.
That's the way I'm holding it. Okay, straight.
Yeah, with the lock, same thing, right? So if you're, exactly. So you go from this to this whenever you're not moving with Sykes. Okay, just naturally, as soon as you stop, boom, just get used to always doing this. So in case he does decide to take off, you may pop it a little bit, but he's not gonna, you know, burn your hand. If you are not ready, let that go, and now you have this one. Okay, so that, again, he might jolt you a bit, but he's not gonna, I've had people try to hold on to it, it just rips right through the hand. Okay?
Unless he's running into a car that is closer than the leash is long, then burn your hand.
So then here, lock it just as a force of habit, okay? And the reason why we're shortening this is if you leave it completely stuck here, this will be working with Sykes. You can have 30 feet go that way, 30 feet go that way, 30 feet go that way. You're shortening it as he's moving towards you, just to make things a little bit easier, okay? Or,
Is that so he knows that the idea is to come directly to you?
correct,
Versus coming towards you and then taking off one way or the other, because it's a squirrel.
correct, right? So, and like I say, I call Sykes right, and then I shortened the leash, and he decided to take off. Well, now he's only gonna take off 15 feet, because I shortened it, okay? So you don't need to shorten it all the way. You're just shortening it as much as you can, and then locking it, so in case he makes a mistake or something, it's gonna be easier to correct, okay? When you're doing this exercise, what you're gonna do at the beginning, is you're gonna pretend I'm at the end of this long leash, okay? So I'm gonna pull, and right here, I can feel a bit of tension on Sykes right now, okay? You're going to pull very lightly, and once you feel the tension, you're going to start tapping. Okay? Sykes is then going to move towards the pool, and once he moves towards the pool, you'll then drop your leash. He's going to start walking towards you, and that's when you start to move backwards, and you reel in that leash. like this. Okay, as you move backwards. Once the Sykes arrives, you just stop and lock the leash. He should be somewhere within your immediate space, like that, right? I don't need it perfect, left side, right, left, front, back between your legs, I don't care. Just in your immediate space. Okay?
So tell me, what's the opposite of this?
Come and call. To teach them to come to you when you use the remote. Okay? We're not using the come word right now. We have to teach the behavior. And the reason why we're doing 2 leashes is because at some point you'll get savvy to the exercise, and then you'll just start prematurely running into the other person, not giving you the opportunity to actually practice with them. Okay? Question?
But you don't want them to come to you.
Right. Okay. Now you're gonna make a lot of mistakes because it's very coordination heavy. It's okay. I'm gonna coach you through it. Okay. So go ahead and get that over your right thumb, and then get your remote. There you go. So then you have these 3 fingers ready, or free, right? And you're just gonna drape over your left hand. Over. Like that. Yeah. Okay. So then with these fingers, you just throw that loose down. Yep. And then when you're ready, you're gonna lock it around that finger. Almost perfect. Like that. So whenever you're not actively rolling it in, or you're going to be, stopped or anything, I just want you to naturally just always lock that leash in that left hand. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to coach you through it. Let's have you go ahead and take some steps back here. And you're going to hit the end of the leash about there, okay? So can you feel a little bit of tension on Sykes' neck?
Yeah.
Okay? So pull just a wee bit. Okay, now you're going to tap, 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 pull a little bit more, tap, tap. Now start to walk backwards. Start to walk backwards, tap. Now drop, correct. Yep, there you go. And now reel your leash.
What are you doing with the other side though?
There you go. Now back, tap, tap. There you go. Hold right there. Now wait. Wait a moment. Go ahead and just praise that right there. Praise.
Good dog.
Yeah, praise.
Good dog.
You can pet him.
Good son, good boy.
There we go.
Oh, good boy.
There you go. So I'm sorry, you asked about the other side of the leash?
Do what?
You said, what do I do with the other?
So I got all this leash over here. What?
Yeah, that's the excess. You don't worry about that.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and tell Sykes, free or break.
Free?
Good, and you're gonna bring him back. We're gonna repeat that a few more times.
Free?
Okay, so go ahead and walk him over.
Come on.
Yep, there you go.
Wait. Not that way. I'm sorry.
And you can grab the blue leash if needed. There you go.
Come on.
Come on, Sykes. Heel.
All right.
Heel.
Okay, so why is he whining today?
He's always whining. At least when he's here.
Today, I think.
There you go. Good. Okay.
All right, you got that ring. Put the remote in your hand.
Right, there you go.
I didn't figure it out. Hold on.
I'm just trying to help you.
I know, but I have to, think further.
There you go. Yep. Now you're gonna pull over, pull, and tap, tap, tap. Yep, now backwards. 1, 2, that's good. Reel in that leash. Reel it in. So you see how he went behind you? Turn to face Sykes. Now backwards, move backwards, tap. There you go, now wait right there.
Setting?
No, don't worry.
Now praise. Yeah, no commands right now, just pray. There you go.
Good boy, good boy.
Good, and release.
Really? Go?
Break. There you go. Now we're gonna repeat that 3 more times.
Everybody, this is like,
Yeah, it gets pretty messy. Would you take Sykes down a little bit further down so she has more space to back up?
Okay. Heel. Heel. Heel.
There you go. Good. Yep. And go ahead and get situated. There you go. Good. Now a little bit of a pull and tap, 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 tap. Pull a little more. Now backwards. Move backwards. 1, 2. That's good. Wait right there. Wait. And then just stand there. Okay. Now here, just tap, tap, tap. The bumpy one. There it is. There you go. Now praise.
good boy.
So instead of saying sit, it's automatic. Okay, so once he arrives, if he's standing, you just tap on that button. He should put that butt down. Okay?
Okay.
We're gonna do that 2 more times.
Okay. Free?
right. Come on, buddy. I know you're getting confused.
Where are you going?
Yep. Yep.
Here, go back.
Yep.
Okay. Let go of it.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yep. Tap. Tap. Now back. Right. 1, 2. That's good right there. Go ahead and wait. Back. Tap. 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 Good. Now wait. Turn to face Sykes. Backwards. Tap. Backwards. Tap. Backwards. Tap. 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 There you go. Now wait. Wait. It's okay. And praise.
Boy, good boy.
Because he was tangled up.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'll explain that later why we do that, okay?
Nice, right? Okay.
Good, we're gonna do one more.
Free. Come on. Good boy.
Come here, good boy. Heel. Heel. Good boy. Heel.
It's on 37, is that right?
That's fine. Good. Good. And then watch the black leash. Yep, there you go. Good.
Okay, ready?
A little bit of a pull. Yep, tap. Tap. Now backwards. 1, 2, 3. That's good. Now stand there. Turn to face Sykes. Backwards. Tap. 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 Wait right there. Backwards. Tap. Backwards. Backwards. Tap. Wait right there. Wait a moment. Now praise.
Good boy, good boy. Good boy.
Good. We're going to repeat that, but now what we're going to do here is we're going to flip what we're doing. Instead of pulling and tapping, you're going to tap first, at least 2 to 3 times, and then start pulling, but keep tapping. Okay?
Okay. Okay. Free. Come on. You can go.
Come on, Sykes. Come here. Heel. Heel. Heel.
Okay, tap before I
Yeah, so you're going to tap at least 2 to 3 times before you pull, and then you'd still hold the, oh, nope. Did you tap it yet?
no.
All right, now backwards, move backwards, tap, 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 move backwards, tap, 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 move backwards, move backwards, move backwards, tap. That's not backwards. Tap, tap, tap. Hold right there. Wait, tap, tap. Now praise.
Good boy.
Yeah, she hadn't started tapping yet. So he's already, that's what I was talking about, he's learned the pattern. So hold him until, and then tell Henry when you're gonna start tapping, okay? So he knows when to let go.
Sit.
Tap, tap, okay? Now go ahead and release him,
Okay, free.
and then give the blue leash to Henry.
Try to go a little further
Let
back.
go of the leash. Let go of the leash.
No, you go back further on the leash. All right, stay there. Okay? Okay. Ready?
I'm tapping.
Right, no pull, tap, 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 tap. Let's go ahead and go to 45. Good, tap, 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 tap. Let's go 53,
You what?
53, 52, 54, like in that range.
Why don't you tap, no offense, but tap with the tip of your thumb instead of the pad of your thumb, because you might not be tapping when you think you are.
I'm had it right here. You told me to tap.
Oh, okay.
Tap,
Okay,
tap, tap.
You can see I tap.
There we go. Tap. Now backwards. Tap, pull. Tap. Now pull. Tap, tap, tap. There you go. Good. Hold right there. Wait. Turn to face Sykes. Stand. Wait. Wait. That's fine. Go ahead and praise.
Good boy. Good boy.
Good. We're going to do that 4 more times.
Good. Okay, breathe. Come on.
Free. Go, go, go.
No, I don't have that thing. Heel. Good.
I'm going to start tapping. Ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Tap. There you go. Now back. Right. Good. Now wait right there. Yep. That's a good move. Now backwards. Tap. 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 Hold right there. Wait. Turn to face Sykes. Now backwards. Tap. Wait right there. Wait. 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 Now here, take a step back. Tap. Wait. Turn to face him. Back. Tap. 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 Back. Backwards. There you go. There you go. Now wait right there. Wait. Now praise.
Good boy.
We're going to do that 3 more times. And then we'll give them a break. I'll explain everything that we're doing. Then we'll swap handlers. And then we'll do that a couple more times. And then we'll start using the word come.
Okay, breathe. Come on. Let's go.
Okay. Heel. Heel.
Okay, come around.
You're okay.
Oh, did you tap?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so move back. Right, move back. Tap. Tap. Good, now wait. Wait. Turn to face Sykes. Back. Back, tap. Backwards, 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 tap. There you go. Wait right there. Good. Yep, now wait. Take a step back. Tap. Tap. Wait right there.
Now don't turn, just stay there.
Wait.
Let him sit.
There it is. Now praise.
He keeps trying to get around to your left, and you keep
boy.
turning.
Yeah, so that's why so you want to hold to wait to see what he does. And then if he lands off, then you're going to turn to correct. Okay, we're going to try it 2 more times.
Okay, I think when you release the blue leash, he thinks it's time to go, and I haven't started tapping. So wait till I say I'm tapping.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's
he was
free.
twitching like you were tapping.
No, I hadn't done anything. Come on, breathe. Come on, son.
Yep.
Okay, take it.
Yep. Hold on.
No, I know. Just saying, okay, before you release, hold on. Just give me a minute. All right.
Wait, yeah, because he's already anticipating. That's why he's getting jumpy.
Okay, now I'm gonna start to tap.
Okay.
Ready? Tap. Tap. You can let go.
Yep. Now back. Good. Wait right there. Now turn, and then wait. Right. And praise.
Good boy. Good boy, Sykes.
We're going to do 1 more.
Yes. Okay, breathe. Come on. Here we go. Let's go. Come on.
Come on. Heel. Heel. Heel.
Right, yep, now back. Good, now wait there. Now turn, and then wait. See what he does. Okay, now he's away from you, now turn.
Oh.
Yep. Turn again. Back, tap, tap. Good, now wait. Good, and praise.
Good boy.
All right, so we're going to talk about that for a moment. So, what we're doing here is teaching Sykes to return using the e-collar. The reason why we're not saying the word come is because if you did say the word come and he ran to you, it doesn't allow us to layer in the remote. Okay, so we have to use the remote to teach the behavior. Even if the dog's already been trained before, and I get dogs that are already e-collar trained, and then I go, well, we have to reteach it because everybody teaches differently. And most people tend to teach with a punishment-based method, which is, if I call you, you don't respond, then I remote you. Whereas I just start with remoting right away, and I go, well, if you respond fast enough, you can remote. So I'm like opposite. Okay. So first we use the leash pull with the remoting to guide Sykes.
Okay.
Right? Because he's been thinking heel for the past 3 weeks, tapping that here. So now we have to teach him the tapping to come here. Okay. So we use that leash tension to guide him, and then we use the remote to make him start moving, and then we flipped it. And I said, now we're going to do tapping first, then leash. Okay. So I don't want him to. The leash is like training wheels. Right? If you keep on those training wheels for too long, you become dependent on them. Okay. So dogs learn very quickly. So after that 5th rep, I go, okay, now we're going to reverse it, and we're going to use that tapping. Now we started with like 43 or something, right? 36.
53.
And he wasn't moving. So we just tweaked it until finally he's like, I got to do something, and start to move towards you without that leash tension. Okay? So I'm already trying to wean him off the leash. You're still going to use the leash, but we're weaning the application of it. Okay? And only using it when he's too confused or when we need to. Okay? But pressure comes in first. So he thinks that he needs to respond more quickly in order to beat the punch. Because what people tend to do is they tend to start pulling first before they remote, so the dog always comes because they pull them. But then when they call them, because pulling isn't an aversive, they'll ignore them. But tapping is an aversive. The dog wants to avoid the tap. So that's what creates the reliability. Okay? So the reason why we want to move backwards is we have to give Sykes something to target. Most people, when they try to do this, they stand still, right? And for the dog, there's nothing for them to like attach to. Okay? When people complain about the dog not coming, the dog park, because I hear it all the time. Like I call my dog the dog park, the dog doesn't come. And most of the time they're standing still. So they'll get the dog's attention, the dog will look and go like what? Right? And then they say, but when I try to leave the dog park, my dog's scared I'm going to abandon them, and then they follow me. Like your dog's not scared that you're going to abandon them, they don't know what that is. The dog now sees you moving, and that's why they start to come to you. Okay? So we use that reverse movement to draw Sykes towards us. The reason why we want to always be facing him is I hate when people call their dogs and start walking away, and they take their eyes off their dogs. We don't know if the dog's coming or not. They can come a little bit and then stop and then walk another way. So I always keep my eyes on my dog until they're here.
So in this last, I'm this way, and he's over here. I have to turn to see him. Is that still okay?
Once he's here, it's okay. Because
Okay.
you know he's here. It's
Okay.
more so if Sykes is over there and I call him and I start walking like this,
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he's returning or not. Okay?
Okay.
So I keep my eyes on the dog until I know they're in my immediate space.
Okay.
So when he would overshoot, I would tell you, turn to face Sykes. So if he was over here, you'd go like this and you'd move backwards again. Right? So you're always facing Sykes, but moving away from him.
Oh.
Okay, to draw him to you. He was correct when he said stop pivoting because you were doing this at some point, and then Sykes kept pivoting with you. So he's favoring the left side because of his training. Okay?
Right, that's what I was seeing.
Yes. So it happens. It's nothing good or bad. A lot of people like it because.
I like it because I want him to return to the start position.
Correct. So for me personally, I don't care where he lands. If you want him to favor that left side, what I would do is, it's okay to use food, okay, to reinforce things. I just don't rely on it. So I go out, maybe hot dog, cheese, whatever in your pocket, and when you're practicing with them, every time Sykes lands on that left side, you feed that. But if he lands anywhere else, you don't feed it. So then he's going to start differentiating, okay, man, every time I'm here,
I get something out of it. It's not just remote, I also get like.
If they're doing that, if they have something every time.
No. You won't. It's just to reinforce this,
Oh,
this
okay.
side. Once we get that in, and you see like 99% of the time he's here, you're fine.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
That's
So,
right.
no, you won't become reliant on it. The one is already favoring the left side of his. So that's good. This is just to reinforce it. Now, if you don't care that he always land here, then you don't need to. But sometimes he might land here, in front of you, beside you, between your legs. I personally don't care. You know, most of my clients don't care. They just want the dog to be purred. But if you want them to favor that left side, then you have to add a reinforcer. Because trying to do it alone with just a remote is a bit more difficult. Okay. So, in here, just moving away. So let's go to 12 hammers here. We're going to go back a step. So you're going to start with the tap with the pull.
Okay.
And we're going to go down to 40 from that 53 that you're on.
By the way, when I was out with Sykes, I saw a guy, this might have been who you were talking about. I think it was a pit bull, and he had a muzzle and a remote in his hand, the owner.
No, this guy, his dog's not aggressive. The pity. Oh, is it a brindle?
We don't know what.
I don't know what it was, but I remember seeing, it looked like, what is the, it was a movie where they had that
Oh, sure.
face mask.
Silence of the Lambs, maybe?
Yes, so that, it looked very much like that on him.
Sure.
And then when I saw him with the remote in his hand, I thought,
That actually might be I was thinking of a different client. That actually might be my client.
oh my God.
It's usually a lady.
Oh, well, this was a
Is she
guy.
got long blonde hair?
The lady?
Yeah.
She's an older lady.
No, this is not the same people.
Okay.
This
Okay.
is a young couple, young slim guy with his girlfriend or wife is blonde with long blonde hair.
Yeah, no. Not, I mean, it's possible that I did train. I just don't recall who it is. Because I've trained a lot of dogs in the loop area.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and bring Sykes down a little bit so Henry has some space to move back. So here you're going to go back, we're going to go back that step. We're going to kick in with that little bit of leash pressure. Because now that we're switching people and we're still not using the cue, he might be a little confused in the beginning, so that leash tension will help direct him towards you, okay? So go ahead and just hold on to that blue leash and drop the black leash over there. There you go. And then once Henry starts pulling and remoting, you can let that blue leash go for Sykes, okay?
Okay.
Tap, tap, yep, there you go. Now hold right there. Okay, wait a moment, let him land. And praise.
Good boy, Sykes. Yeah, good boy. Good boy.
Good. We're gonna do that 4 more times.
All right.
And release.
Free. Come on.
Free, free.
Now, let's go back to that. Ready?
Yeah, left or right?
There you go. Yep, there you go. Good. And hold right there. Wait a moment. Yeah,
Good
there we go.
boy. Yeah, good boy, Sykes.
Good. And release 3 more.
Right. Free. Go ahead. Come here. Am I doing it right?
Yeah, everything's good.
Finish.
Right, good. Hold right there. Good. Now, yep, tap, good. And then wait a moment, see where he lands. Turn the face, back tap, good. Hold. Turn the face, back tap, tap. Hold right there. Wait a moment. Tap, 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 tap. Careful. Yep, turn the face. Back, tap, hold. Perfect.
That's a good one. That's a good
Good. We're gonna do 2 more.
Breathe.
Oh, looking at the green leash. The green leash. I kept wondering why you was wondering. No, wait, are you tough?
No, that's okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Just be on it.
You just need to hold them.
Turn to the left.
Fix it, Cindy? Cindy? Sit. Sit a second.
Remember to yank up on the blue one. Straight up.
Okay, this is, I'm trying to release it. Okay.
There you go. Yep, that's fine.
There you go.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, there you go.
Good. And wait. Good.
Good boy. Yeah, good boy.
Good. We're gonna do 1 more.
Here we go.
Come on, Cindy.
Don't feel it.
Tap. Good. Right. Tap. Tap. See what he does. Wait a moment. There you go. Yep, careful, careful. Woo. Back tap, 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 tap. Hold right there. There. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna jump straight to the word now, but we're gonna flip it. So you're gonna say, Sykes, come. We're gonna bump it to 50, what were you at earlier, 53?
53.
We're gonna go to 53. It's gonna be Sykes, come, tapping, then pull if needed, okay? At least 2 to 3 taps before you start the pulling, okay? Go ahead and release.
Come on to the side.
All right, one more time. This time,
Go ahead and move down a little bit. No,
no tension, right?
correct.
And just tell him to come and start tapping right after I use the word.
Correct. Now, if Sykes starts to come to you, still tap.
Okay.
And if you like, so the moving back as quickly as you are is actually good because it speeds him up.
Right.
The only problem with it is that sometimes people trip. So what I do instead is instead of doing the run back, I just do very big, pronounced steps to make it more visual for the dog.
Okay.
If you're out working in the grass and stuff, the run back is actually good. Because that creates the speed. Okay. But for now, so you don't trip up or anything, why don't you do the big
Insurance,
steps?
don't you?
I got insurance, but I still don't want you to hurt yourself.
Well, I don't worry about that. Ready?
Yep.
Now, one dropping.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Come, come, Sykes. Come.
Yep. Good. Good. Now wait a moment.
Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Sykes.
Good. We're gonna do that 4 more times.
Huh?
4 more.
come on, Sykes.
You're good. Go. Sorry, I don't know how to break myself backing up.
Put some weights on your shoes. Right, good. Now, wait, yep. Wait, tap back. There you go, hold right there. Right. That's fine.
Breathe.
Good. Tap. Right, wait a moment. Yep, now back, tap. Tap, good, hold right there. Good, and praise. Good, we're gonna do a couple more and now go over your homework. Attaboy.
Good boy, yeah, good boy.
Good. And one more.
Here we go. Yep. Come on, Sykes.
Good. Good. Excellent. Let's go ahead and bring Sykes here to the middle, and we'll talk about the homework for the week. Yep. All right.
So, once you get your long leash,
Here comes tomorrow.
oh nice.
She's on that kind of stuff. You know?
The way we're practicing this is not realistic. Okay? Like no one's going to be holding Sykes for you, waiting for you to follow. But this is so we can teach the foundation of the recall of the remote. Okay? There's a two-person version and then there's the one-person version. This is obviously the two-person version, right? So like if you're in the garage, because if you go down with Sykes, if you practice too much, chances are he's not going to want to leave you. Okay? Especially if you're using a higher number, he's going to be more cautious. He's in the hover. Okay, which is normal.
Regardless who has the remote.
Correct. Correct. Yeah, so you'll start to hover on that person. So if you're in the garage, you can more welcome use that space. You probably need two people to do that. Otherwise, you can try by yourself just to see if you'll wander. You just need them to go away so that you can call them back. Okay. If you go out to the park and maybe there's no distractions and he won't leave your side, then having two people helps because one person takes a short leash to walk outside so the other person practice the recall. Okay. A realistic way of practicing this is walking over to that field that I told you about, popping on that long leash, and if you want to make it longer, pop your short leash to the long leash. Tell Sykes free, let him be a dog. If there's squirrels on trees or stuff, like let's say there's a squirrel here, go for it. He goes, he's chasing up and down on the, barking up and down on the tree or whatever, and I'll stand back at the end of the leash and I'm waiting. I give him a couple of minutes, doing that, and then randomly send stuff away from the squirrels. Okay, so he could be on his way to chasing the squirrel. You can call him there. He can already be there and already barking. Call him there, or you can call him right when he gets there. But changing up when you call him during that moment. Okay,
Are you calling him or are you tapping?
you're calling and then tapping. Actually, at this stage, you're always tapping.
I
Okay,
just want to make sure which goes first. So we're going to the calling.
it's word then tap.
Yeah.
Always tapping at this stage because we want to make sure that when you call him, he thinks he's gonna get tapped for sure. Okay, if we do that for a few weeks, once we feel like he's proof or he knows it well enough, we can start laying off of that remote. Okay. But in the beginning, I want to make sure. The reason why we do this is, if I'm Sykes, right, and you call me and I turn really fast, and then you tap me after I turn, what do you think's gonna happen?
He's gonna turn every time.
He's gonna what?
Turn every time.
You're close, right? So think about So Sykes is running, right?
Yep.
You call him,
Yeah.
he responds, but you tap late.
But
He's
not connected to
responding,
the
he's
call
not
or the
connecting
tap.
that with
The
going the
tap.
wrong way. He's connecting, you tap too late, right?
You tap too late. So what do you think this would make Sykes do?
It'll make him flinch,
And then what might he do in response?
stop,
Or
turn,
run away.
run away.
Yeah. Okay. So the reason why we do the
Oh, you mean run away from me?
correct.
Okay.
Because he already did something, right? You said Sykes come, he did this, so he's thinking, I made the decision, so the tap was like he thinks that must have been wrong. Look the other way. Okay? So at this stage, because we have the learning phase and then we have the proofing phase. And I like to proof things as soon as we start. Okay? So if I call Sykes and I go, Sykes come, tap, 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 right? But every single time, yes, I want him to learn it's gonna happen unless you turn fast.
Okay.
But if you're always tapping them, at some point you're gonna be delayed. You're gonna mess up. So then you're gonna tap them too late. So then if you tap him too late and then Sykes starts to run away, he's still on the long leash. You can tap, 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 pull on him, get over here, right? So he thinks tap always means to return, never to run away, okay? So that's why in the early phases, I tell everybody, every time you call your dog, always remote, because I want to force that problem. So if Sykes is off leash later on, and I tap him, I don't want him to get confused. Because now you're not going to have that leash to bring him back, okay? So I do this intentionally to force that problem, to force panic, to force confusion, to try to prove the command as much as possible, okay? And all it is every time you call Sykes, Sykes come, tap, tap, tap. Every single time.
Call, say come first, and then immediately start tapping, or tap and then say come.
Come, then tap.
Okay. Because I thought you said a little while back, we're going from, you said we're going from right to forward.
Yeah, that we flip. But now with the word is always first, because technically the word is the warning.
Okay.
Come here or I'm going to tap you,
Okay.
right? So come, tap, tap, tap as fast as you can. If you tap too late, it's not a problem. If you scare him away, again, not a problem. Just pull, and then you move back. You keep tapping.
So that way it associates, if he's trying to run away, I got the leash, and then I start pulling and tapping, he'll start associating, no, it is this way.
Yes.
That's what you're trying to get me to
Yes.
do, right?
Whether or not you tap at the beginning or you tap too late, tap always means return. Okay, so he doesn't get confused.
Okay.
And it happens all the time. You know, I actually don't like when I get dogs that don't do that because I told the owner, like, for me, that's a problem waiting to happen. The next thing would be when we tapping, backing up. Let's just think about it right now.
You were saying, when we get to the park, squirrels, tap, tap, tap,
Right, practice with distraction and stuff. Oh, if you practice solo,
yeah.
don't drill this out too much. Don't drill it too much.
What do you mean don't go?
So let's say it's by yourself.
One person don't go too long?
Correct. Because if you go there for like, let's say 30 minutes, and you call him 20 times, and every time you go to the park, you call him 20 times, he's not going to want to leave you. So sometimes I'll go, and I'll give him 20 minutes to be a dog. And then I'll call him at the end one time, and then we're done. Okay? Or the next time, I'm there for 20 minutes, and I call him 5 times before we're done. I randomize when you call him.
You mix it up.
Yeah, so he doesn't catch on to a pattern, because he will catch that pattern. Okay? That's why I said, if we do 2 people, it doesn't matter, because you can just call them back and forth, because the other person's holding the leash. But if you're working solo, very common that the dog will say, like, there's no point in walking away, because I'm just going to call him 20 times. Okay? Other than that, you know, I would just, you can walk with Sykes in the morning, find some space, pop him on the long leash, let him be a dog for 5 minutes, do a quick recall, back to your side, good boy, and then short leash or whatever. Okay? The other thing you can do is what we call short distance recall. And if I take Sykes and I have him on a leash, and he's potting or something, I'll just try to get as far as I can, and once he's done, I can do a Sykes count. It's just not 30 feet.
Okay.
Okay, so like, let's say you're doing a regular walk, and you want to get some practice in, you can do the short distance recall, but realistically speaking, the long leash is the one that's going to get you that.
That's the practice. That's the goal.
So,
Sure.
will the different weights confuse
No,
anything?
that's fine. I only did this because we sweep all the time, there's so much fur here, that your leash will come out with a bunch of bottom.
Don't worry about it,
We have a lot
because
of-
we have fur all over there. I'm always
Roombas.
brushing this dog.
Roombas.
We have,
Yeah.
we have to replace it, because, you know, we had a house fire.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're in temporary quarters, but we did have a room.
Yeah. I've had mine for 6 years, man.
It-
Best thing I ever got. I mean,
Should
my
I let
dogs.
him off these leashes, or are we still doing something?
Yeah, we're good. We can put them on his regular leash here. So you have.